Good evening and welcome into sports on a huge Friday night. I'm David Aid here in our Champaign studio, and Jed DeMusi is in Bloomington tonight following the St. Thomas More girls basketball team as they continue their quest for a state title. A huge night for them, making their first appearance in the state semifinals. Let's set the stage for what happened tonight at Redbird Arena. This Lady Sabres team has already gone further than any other squad in school history. Tonight they need to win over El Paso Gridley to secure their spot in the Class 2A state title game. Here it is, Redbird Arena, and here is Illinois women's head basketball coach Matt Ballant doing a little recruiting in the first. St. Thomas More's Lexi Wallen with the offensive rebound, and the putback. Sabres quickly up 4-0. More Wallen, this time she connects from downtown. That makes it 13-5 St. Thomas More in the first quarter. El Paso Gridley trying to get things going. Cody slips past the Sabre D, fouled. She gets the bucket to go. Sabre lead cut to 6. More Sabres though. Rhonda Harshberger no good from 3. Tori McCoy with the rebound and the putback. Sabres up 18-14 after 1. In the second, Harshberger going up top. McCoy over everyone. The easy bucket. More Harshberger now. Another dime. This time to Lexi Wallen near the rim. Then later on in the second, more Wallen, this time on the defensive end. She gets the steal and has nothing but open space. A practice layup. St. Thomas More advances on to the state title game, 62-48 winners tonight. So now let's take you out to Bloomington, where the coach of these St. Thomas More Sabres is live at the podium.
EPG being just a one-loss team, how much does that kind of weigh or play into what you did?
I truth be told, I look a lot at schedules. As you guys know with 2A, you look at teams like Bishop McNamara overtime and the schedule that they put themselves through. I don't get too caught up on win-loss records of teams. It's more who have they played, what have they done, have they prepared themselves for this run. So that to me, and it's tough. Sometimes your hands are tied with athletic directors and, schedules and what you can do with your non-conference schedule. For me this year it was, I kind of came back to one. I didn't get a chance to prepare. If I knew I had this crew, last year while I was away, I would have set up a tougher schedule even for them. For us to be able to even make some of those adjustments to get Wendy Young in was huge, for our kids to get that test. So the win-loss record, especially for 2A, 3A, I don't get caught up because I think a lot of the strong programs try to toggle and challenge their kids. So,
Erica, as a senior, just what does it mean to you to play in the state championship game on the round? Can you talk about that a little bit?
It just feels amazing. It hasn't really set in yet, but it's really exciting.
Lexi, is it safe to say you guys are ahead of schedule? You guys have got some young players and then a mixture of seniors.
Yeah, we have a lot of strong seniors, but in next year and the coming years, I think we have a lot of strong underclassmen, so it should be a good ride for the next 2 years I'm here, so yeah.
When you guys saw how many fans were there for El Paso Gridley, did that kind of fire you guys up, Jade, a little bit?
Yeah, we definitely wanted to come out strong and keep them quiet right off the bat. We saw how many people there were, and it was a little bit intimidating, but we wanted to keep their mouths shut, to just keep them quiet right off the bat.
Jade, what's the feeling going to be like tomorrow's a little bit of the pressure off now that you've kind of been here in the experience playing? Talk about that a little bit.
After being on the court, it definitely, the first game is like you get all the pressure off, and I'm feeling a lot better for sure, and getting used to the court, it's a lot better, and I'm excited for tomorrow. So I feel like it'll be easier tomorrow once we've actually played on the court and been around in the surrounding and gotten used to it.
One more question?
Lexi, you were...
So there it is. The Sabres have made it and will play for state tomorrow. They will face a powerhouse program from Southern Illinois, Nashville. Another program looking for their first state title. Tip-off is at 8:15 from Redbird Arena. Coming up on the other side of this break, on the boys' side, the Big 12 in action tonight. Also 1 and 2A boys regional play. We've got your highlights and scores just around the corner. Welcome back. We've got more highlights for you tonight on the boys' side of things. Big 12 conference play. Central High School this scene as Danville rolls in looking for a much-needed W tonight. They're down 3 in the first. Tavon Hutcherson with the steal for Danville in transition. Steve Williams finishing at the rim, 3-2 Central. Central up 1 now, and it's Isaiah Smith with the pickpocket for them. Then things get fancy. Smith to Wesley D, back to Smith for the bucket, 6-2 Central. Same score as Central gets their own offensive rebound. Xavier Martin in the corner for Dominique Phillips. That's 3 second chance points, 9-2 Central. After a Danville timeout, Central comes right back with more. The 6'5", Xavier Martin up top, triple good. But after all that, Central just ekes this one out. 57-55 the final. Shift over now to Normal. It's the Urbana Tigers on the road. Shamaz Ivy for 3, knocks that one down for Urbana. Later on, Donald McKinley with the steal and the layup for Urbana. And the Tigers, though, they can't claw this one out tonight. They fall to Normal, 53-45 the final. Over to some regional scores from around the area. Starting in 1A, these are a few regional semifinal games that were moved to this evening. Central A&M over Cerro Gordo 65-50, and Arthur Lovington over Okaw Valley 58-37. In the Heritage Regional Final, Cissna Park 52-46 winner there. And in 2A, at the Clifton Regional Final, Clifton Central wins their way into sectional play 46-41 over Moments. Then at the Hoopston Regional, SJO makes easy work of Bismarck 54-27. Sullivan Regional, it's Monticello topping Unity 53-37. After just getting by Penn State team last night that was winless in conference, the Fighting Illini men's basketball team will get a second crack at Michigan. In their first meeting, the Wolverines ran past the Illini in their 74-60 win at the Assembly Hall. At that point, Michigan looked nearly unbeatable and went on to claim the nation's top spot in the AP Top 25 poll the very next day. Since then, Michigan is 3-3, while the Illini head into this game riding a 5-game winning streak. And that has the Illini thinking upstate in Ann Arbor, as long as they bring their A game.
This year's team, they're pretty good. They beat us here early on in the year, but we just felt like we didn't play that well at that time. And this time around, we're hoping that we'll play a lot better.
Defensively, we were just okay in that game. I think we can, be better, but we've got to play well. We've got to do what we do, and we got to do it really well, and got to do it at a high level. I mean, they're a great team,
Shifting over to golf in the WGC match play, former Illini Steve Stricker making his presence known in a big way, up one over Nick Watney on the 17th hole, but Watney ties things up with this birdie. Then Stricker with a chance to seal the deal on the 18th hole, but that one just stops. So we're going to extra holes. On the 21st now, a par 3, and Stricker with a fantastic approach. Watch where this one lands. And he would go on to win over Nick Watney. And tomorrow, Stricker draws a very hot Scott Piercy.
You just got to do your own thing. Sometimes when a player's hot one day doesn't mean that he's going to come out and be hot the next day. And I played very solid for 2 days, so I'm happy about that. And really all you got to do is just worry about yourself.
And that does it for us. Have a great night.